Sunday edition of Extra Time. We've got your questions.
Hey there,
we also
everybody.
have Ian Darke and Shaka Hislop on board. The hey there you've been waiting for the last couple weeks. All right, let's get right to the questions.
I missed it, Sam.
I'm glad you missed me. You might be the only one associated with this show that did. Our first tweet comes from Surojit. He wants to know, and Ian, I'm going to ask you this question. Listen closely, it's a little bit confusing. Would you take a duo of Cristiano Ronaldo and Kylian Mbappe, or Messi and Neymar? Which one is supreme and why?
I'm going to go for Messi and Neymar, I think, because it's a two-a-side game. It could catch on. I suppose with those four, you really would get a lot of interest. Yeah, but I'm going with Messi and Neymar. I think that understanding they had at Barcelona.
What do you think, Shaka?
Yeah, I'm leaning Messi and Neymar just because we know how good they are together. Listen, Ronaldo and Mbappe is enviable regardless of who you are in world football, but still an unknown quantity. But we know exactly how good, and as Ian pointed out, the understanding that those two had at Barcelona, I'm leaning there.
Shaka Hislop finally backs down, accepts Messi is the world's greatest of all time. That's the headline coming out of that answer, Shaka. Dan's Blue Suit has the next question. If Newcastle calls Shaka for a director of football role, who would be his first signing, manager, and would there be any particular philosophy? Wow, Shaka, what do you think?
Ooh. Well, the philosophy is quite simple. Given what we saw and the success it had under Kevin Keegan, go out there and attack. That's the kind of football that Newcastle fans want to see and respond best to. And they have some history, albeit a short history, in doing exactly that. I thought the defensive football that we've seen under Steve Bruce and before that Rafa Benitez is not in keeping with Newcastle. As far as managers go, I'm going to go Pochettino. He's still available. So just in terms of who you can get, that's where I start. And first signing, well, are you looking at somebody like Kylian Mbappe? Is that at all realistic? Haaland, can you get him? Give him his release clause, but given the competition that you'll have, I'm not so sure. That one is up in the air and will depend on a number of different factors.
Shaka, be honest, you'd never leave FC. You'd never take that job.
Well, as long as you keep showing up, Seb, so will I. Let's just leave it at that.
Hey there. All right, as long as that keeps coming, you're in. Next one for Ian. Ooh, Ian, I might learn something from your answer to this question. Ian, do you hear a difference in the way British and American sportscasters call a soccer game? If so, can you describe it? If not, this question won't make it on air.
You won't learn anything, Seb. Not listening to me. You know plenty already. No, I don't think there's that much difference. I mean, there's the game, and we all call the game. 95% of being a commentator is being able to identify the players. That's the first thing. But yeah, I don't think there's too much difference in the style. I think maybe American audiences would like a more sort of slightly more energetic approach to it than English audiences. But beyond that, no, nothing much.
I would say British play-by-play guys talk a lot less. That's my experience. You agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah, probably. Let the game do the talking. Yeah, I do think that's quite important. Because if you're sitting at home, you kind of want to let it breathe sometimes and not have a constant noise going on in the corner of your living room.
There you go. All right, final question. Okay, this is definitely not for either of you two. This is for me. Kartik wants to know, how are the preparations for the bout with Dan Thomas going? Gentlemen, of course, there's been, I don't know why, but on the internet recently, a lot of people want to see me and Dan square off in some type of like violent matchup. Shaka, what do you think is behind that?
Really?
Well, first of all, it's not just the internet, Seb. It's very much in our ESPN studios that sentiment is shared. I'm looking forward to it. Like, you have no idea. Whether sports comes back on soon or not, I think that bout should go ahead.
Yeah, I do.
Who's the betting favorite? Who's the betting favorite?
A little featherweight belt. Yeah, but who'd have the better jab? Who'd have the better footwork? I mean, who wants to see this, by the way, and why?
Yeah.
How did that start?
I think the only threat is that we might talk each other to death.
It just reminded me, well, Ian, of course, is a boxing commentator, so we have the full package ready
I used
to
to
go.
do boxing, yeah, I did. So yeah, I can call this, and I'm sure this can all be set up in no time at all.
Sure. What would the tail of the tape look like, Ian?
The tail? I don't know. You're quite a similar build. I don't know who's the taller of the two of you.
Wait a second. Are you serious? You don't know who's the taller? Oh,
what
come on.
What are you claiming?
I got like 3 inches. I got.
You're hyping it up.
I got reach on Dan. If there's one thing I got on Dan, it's wingspan and reach.
You're building up an audience to see this. They'll be selling tickets soon.
There you go. There you go. Maybe we'll be the first entertainment when sports do returns. All right, gentlemen, thank you very much for the time. A reminder, join us for Monday's show. Dan will be back, and I will be watching without an inch of violence towards my fellow co-host.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.